welcome to our first maths lesson of the week. As I said, this week we are practicing a little bit more of our reasoning and problem solving skills, so we're applying all of that addition and subtraction that we've been looking at recently. So let's get started today. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to have a question and the answers will follow straight away. So as we go, make sure that you pause after each question has come up and we've talked about it a little bit, so then you don't jump ahead to the answers before you've had a go at the question. Okay. So we're doing some addition and subtraction problems. Our first one is called till receipt. So Ruby has a receipt for some toys. Sadly, the puzzle that she bought is damaged and she wants to return it to the shop. Her receipt is also damaged. So here you can see that she bought a car for £2.50 something, a doll for £3, we don't know how many tens, and 9p. And a puzzle, and we don't know how many pounds it was, but we know it's 75p. You can see the total was £8.24. So, firstly, you need to calculate how much each toy costs. And can you explain how you got to the answer? So, in order to do this, have a go at writing down. So, you'd write £2.50 something, you put 3 dot something, so miss a space, and 9. And you'd have a blank space, and you're 75. So then you'd have to work out, if I've got 9 and 5, what would that add up together? Because you need to somehow equals 4 in the ones column, and so on. Now, I'm not going to give you too much support today on how to answer the questions because this is you applying your skills. So it's over to you a little bit more today. So once you've done that, your challenge is to write your own problem involving missing numbers on a receipt for your partner or someone around to solve. So it could be someone at home, it could be brother or sister, it could be parents, grandparents, whoever's around to solve. The answers. So the car cost £2.50, the doll cost £3.99, and the puzzle was £1.75. If you add that all together, we get to £8.24. Okay, next one is museum visit. So 3 classes of children visit a museum. Ruby's class has 29 children, Mariam's class has 30 children, and Mohammed's class has 27 children. Some children are absent for the visit. In all, there are 90 people on the bus, including 6 adults. So, how many children were absent and missed the visit? So you've got your 3 numbers for each class. So that's the total, the maximum number of children, plus your 6 adults. So what would that equals, and how many children were not there for the trip? So have a go at working that one out. Quite a bit of adding up to do there. So have a go at that one. Okay, hopefully you're ready for your answer now. So, there's one way that you could solve it. You could have done 29 add 30 add 27 to get 86. That's how many children there were in total. And you know there were 90 children on the trip. So, take 90 people on the trip even. So if you take 6 away from 90, you've got 84. And then if you do 86, take away 84, it means that there are 2 children absent. Or you could do it this way. This is the way that I worked it out. So I did 29 add 30 add 27 add 6. So I added all those numbers together, so I knew all the children that I could have had and the adults equals 92. And then if you take away 2, you've worked out how many children are absent. Okay, so for this one, you need to spot the mistakes. So have a look. So Ruby has completed these calculations. Can you spot the mistakes that she has done wrong? So what you need to do now is pause on here and write down 84 plus 27 and work it out, and do 347 plus 182 and work that out, and then have a look at what has she done wrong to get these answers. Give me a minute before we click to show the answers. Okay, let's have a look at our answers then. So, in the first one, the 10 has not been regrouped correctly. So she hasn't carried that 10 across properly, therefore the answer is incorrect. It should actually be 111. You shouldn't have written 10. And in the other one, the regrouped 100 has not been considered when writing the answer. So she hasn't actually carried that 100 across. So it should actually be 529. Okay. Now we'll spot the mistake now. So Ruby has completed these calculations as well. So can you spot the mistakes and calculate the correct answer? So again, pause your screen on here so you can have a go at these two questions. So write down 93 subtract 67 and work out what your answer is, and also have a go at 716 subtract 243 and work out what your answer is. And we'll have a look at our answer in just a second. Okay, time for answers. So Ruby has swapped the digits around in the numbers. So instead of doing 3 take away 7, she's actually done 7 take away 3, which we know we can't just swap them around. We have to exchange a 10 from the other column. So we exchanged 1 10 for 10 ones to make it 14. Sorry, that should be 13. Oh, just realised that's wrong. Apologies, this has changed itself bizarrely. So this should be 13 take away 7. And it should be, that should still be our 9. We plus out and make that into an 8. Apologies for that. And this one, so again, she's done 6 take away 3 is 3, it's fine. 1 take away 4 I can't do. So again, we cross out our 7, make it into a 6, put a 1 there. So we do 11 take away 4, which is 7. And then 6 take away 2, which would be 4. So she needs to make sure she crosses out that 7 next and changes it into 6. Okay, so Mohammed is working out some calculations but isn't sure what to do next. Can you help? So have a look at what Mohammed has written now. So what does he need to do next? So he's got 67 plus 28, got a 5 down in our answer, which isn't quite in the right column. And then we've got 436 and 308. So have a go at those questions and we'll put the answer on in just a second. Okay, so 7 and 8 ones is 15 ones. So you need to carry that 110 underneath. He's written his 5 1 down. So now he needs to do 6 add 2, which is 8, add that 1, which gives us 9. And again, so for this one, we've got 6 add 8, which gives us 14. And then we've got, so we put our 4 down, we carry the 10 underneath the 10's column. So then we put a 3, add nothing, add 1 would give us a 4. You can see that 4 there. And then we put 4, add 3, gives us 7. Okay, again, another one next. So again, you've got your first questions written down there. So can you have a go, write those questions down, have a go answering them? Let's see if you've got them right. Okay, so 3 take away 9 we can't do. So we'd cross out the 8 and turn it into a 7. So we do 13 take away 9, which would give us 4. Then we'd have 7 take away 5, which is 2. And for our next one, we do 5 take away 4, which is 1. 2 take away 6 we cannot do. So you'd exchange 100 for 10 tens. So I'd cross out my 7 and make it into a 6. And I would put a 1 on the 2 to make it a 12. So 12 take away 6 would be 6. Then I would do 6 take away 2 is 4. Okay, here you may put some missing number problems now. So have a look at these questions. You've got addition and subtraction here, so be careful. I'll suggest pausing. Write down each of these. You might have to do a few different answers to work out what needs to go where. So have a go at this. And I'll show the answers in just a moment. So pause the screen, have a look at the different questions. You might have to do a few working outs if you're not sure. Okay, I'm going to show you answers now. So hopefully you have paused on how to go first of all. Okay. Okay, there you go. So there's your answers for that one. So pause again so you can quickly check those, and I will move on next. Okay, so that's us done for today. So hopefully you've had a good go at those, just a little bit to get your brain working this week, and we will come back to some other problem solving style tasks to do with addition and subtraction in our next lessons. See you soon.